Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Suchita Hemant Kochargaonkar. I have done my Ph.D. in psychology from Delhi University. I am a former principal of Bhosla Military College, Nasik, Maharashtra. I had been doing a lot of research in the field of women's psychology, child psychology, and various issues which affect the human being while living their daily life. And as a part of my research, I come across different type of people having different issues, and I try to help them through counseling, through my talks, and also through my write-ups. My story of writing is motivated by my daughter Apurva, for whom I used to make different presentations, and I used to explain her different issues of life through the stories. Later on, my husband, Mr. Hemant Kochargaonkar, told me to prepare the talks, and I thought that it can be very, useful for people who are facing issues in their life. So, as a part of my journey of writing and speaking, I am very happy to inspire the lives of people by my uh, talk on anger management. So, today's session, which I am covering on what is anger, what are the various causes of anger, and the effects of anger, and how do we manage anger. So, anger and its management is the main focus. Now, everyone in life feels angry, and I have seen people who are angry at times, and they have this natural emotion in their personality. It is characterized by the feelings of annoyance, displeasure, and antagonism. Now, this anger can be considered as normal and natural, like we get angry when the situation is bad for us. But if we are angry on daily basis for trivial matters also, if we express our anger, or if we show behavioral outbursts, then maybe it can cause some problem for us. So, as I said, feeling angry at times is okay, and it is normal for us to recover through the hard feelings or through the negative feelings. But it becomes a problem when it starts affecting our daily life, it starts affecting the people around us, the family members, or it starts affecting our subordinates, maybe sometimes our boss, children, colleagues, friends, etc. So now the question is, what causes anger? Anger can be caused for the personal problems such as family dynamics, or sometimes missing a promotion at work, sometimes unfair means in the organization, or sometimes the difficulties in the relationship. So these are all the causes of anger at personal level. Sometimes anger is caused by others, like cancellation of an event which we were looking forward for by a colleague or by a friend or by a family member, in which the other member or other person has caused the anger. Sometimes we are very angry when we are stuck in bad traffic or in a car accident, especially when we have an important working day, or sometimes because of the traumatic or enraging event in our life. The common causes of anger, which is observed by me in my practice, is the feeling of injustice or experience of injustice, rather, stress, financial issues, sudden sickness, or awareness of a sickness suddenly through some diagnostic test, personal problems, traumatic events, or feeling underprivileged or undervalued in the relationship. Sometimes anger can be due to physiological reasons also, such as hunger. If we are very hungry and somebody is asking us to take up a meeting, we can be angry. Chronic pain due to sickness, fear, or panic. These can also be the cause of anger. So, when we are facing such kind of causes, we are angry, but some of us are showing the outburst of anger. Sometimes some people, we see that they manage the anger very well and they resolve their issues and they control the anger. But some of us are so angry that it starts affecting their day-to-day life. So now I am approaching towards the effects of anger. The first effect is on self. The anger or the person who is angry shows the effects on self in terms of affecting the mental health, the physical health, his own happiness level. His reactions makes him guilty. So anger affects the self mood and self behavior. So that is the first effect. It damages the self and sometimes even self esteem. The second effect is on the family and parents and the family dynamics. A person who is angry and he or she yells or shouts at the partner is generating a kind of relationship wherein the trust reduces and fear generates. It is the relationship where the partner feels physically unsafe and emotionally also the security is challenged. So here the relationship in the family gets affected, gets paralyzed, and every time the angry outburst comes, the other partner actually shrinks mentally and physically. Then effects on work, effects on marriage, effects on work where the boss and subordinate relationship is there and the boss is continuously getting angry with the subordinate. In that case, the subordinate loses the self-confidence to work further. And there is a disliking and hatred among the employees. Sometimes this causes so much hurt that it starts affecting the performance and the efficiency. The next effect is effects on children. Many times, the children who are exposed to anger of the parents, or where the parents want children to be the judge in the context, in the situation, then such children starts avoiding the parents. That is first effect. Secondly, they withdraw from the family dynamics. They become isolated. They sleep a lot. They become very quiet, and they are very fearful. And not only in the family, this effect is percolated in their other relationship with other friends and social circumstances. There are a lot of effects of the anger which can be called as psychological effects, such as sadness, depression, insecurity, loneliness, isolation, sleeplessness, sleep gets affected, mental health difficulties in concentration, chronic anxiety, sometimes anxiety attacks, eating disorders, sometimes even the effect can lead towards certain kind of phobias, obsessive compulsive disorder, etc. There are other effects which are called physical effects. When a person is angry, he or she is affecting his or her own health in terms of hypertension, in terms of increased sugar level, in terms of headache, and he or she, by his anger, is affecting the other person's vital statistics. Say, measurement of hypertension will show the increased hypertension when the anger outburst is seen in the family. So overall, anger is extremely damaging to the family, to the friends, to the work atmosphere, and also to those who are in the family, say parents, children, etc. Now, how do we deal with the anger? Or what are the various reactions or the approaches? Rather, I would use the word approaches towards anger. So, there are mainly three approaches for managing the anger. The first one is expressing anger, second one is suppressing anger, and third one is calming anger. So in the first one, you talk out the cause of anger, you assertively deal with the anger, and you discuss the issue and solve the problem. Among the mature adults, this type of discussion certainly helps. The second one is suppressing anger, in which the person is not talking about the anger, rather, he or she suppresses the anger by diverting the mood through some other activity such as gardening, painting, cooking, or some other activity by which he or she suppresses the anger. The third one is calming, in which the person is expected to control the outward behavior of the anger by using the techniques like slow yoga or meditation, in which the mind gets calm and anger reduces. So, on the basis of these three approaches, we have certain anger management tips which is required to be adopted by the person who is very angry or has angry outbursts. The first one is think before you speak. This is difficult, but whenever you are angry, start thinking about the choice of words. So the next episode will definitely be a less severe. Once you are calm, then express your anger. So use the suppressing technique. Go and do some supportive or some relaxing activities. Suppress your anger and then speak. So the reaction will be much milder. Do some exercise when you are angry. Now, there are some people who just go for the walk. They go for the swimming. They go for some yoga exercises and they reduce their angry outburst. So that is also one of the way by which the anger can be reduced. Next can be counting. I have observed in my own life that when you are very angry, start counting 10, 9, 8, 7, like this reverse counting, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. By the end of 10, you will see that your anger has reduced. Breathe deeply. Especially when you are very angry, then you have to breathe by counting your each breath, and that can help you to control the angry outburst. Sometimes using humor also can reduce the anger. One has to avoid holding the grudge for a very long time. So, reducing the holding of grudge. If you keep the grudge in mind, like if you have some past experience and you keep that past experience in mind, and every time you interact with the person, you are keeping that agenda in your mind, then the anger will be uncontrolled, or maybe it can affect you more. Many times, using the words like relax, take it easy, calm down, relax, like this, words can also reduce the angry outburst. And lastly, you can also talk to a counselor or a psychotherapist for the cause of your anger, and you can learn how to master your angry outburst control, and that can help you to approach your anger management in a better way. We cannot really imagine the world without anger. It will not be a very good idea to think that we will not be angry. We have to accept that we can be angry, we can be having the angry outburst at times, but how we manage the anger and how we change our entire approach towards the anger management can certainly make us the winner. I thank you all for your patient listening, and I hope that you all might have got certain tips today for managing your anger. Thank you so much.